Alright guys, well, with all my kit that I use for cooking, and believe it or not, I use all of them. There's some more back here. I love them. I love cook kits. I love cooking when I'm outdoors. So I'm going to go through my most three used. First and foremost would be this one. Now, if you guys watch my tea with coffee episodes, you'll see this one. Okay, this is a Toaks 450 milliliter titanium cup that I use. I fashioned a lid which takes some abuse, but it snaps on really nice. On the inside, I go ahead and I keep my lighter, my fuel. I keep it in a 5-hour energy bottle, my tea, and then in here I keep my Fancy Feast stove. Okay, I keep it wrapped up because I don't like it to make too much noise. It's really good to make a cup of brew if I'm just wanting to get out and do my thing, you know. Really good kit. But this really isn't quite for just cooking. Okay, if I had to, I could, but I prefer to keep this just for my tea. So, let's go to my kits that I use for cooking. Okay? First kit that I've been using a lot lately, and I'm not even going to get into it too much, is this. The Coleman Max kit. Now, what I do, I like the way that it looks when it's been used on a campfire. I love that smoky look to it. I keep a bandana on it on the inside just because I don't like it rattling around in my stuff. And also, a bandana has so many uses. I can always get to that at some other time. And then here's the little kit. The cool thing about this is, technically, if you was to get this anywhere else, this would be two separate kits that you would buy. Okay? This is one kit. The inside of here, I keep another 5-hour energy bottle full of vegetable oil. And if you can see that, Jane's, here, let me focus for you. There you go. This stuff is delicious. Absolutely delicious. I use it for a lot of seasoning when I'm cooking, and then I've got some large bouillon cubes. One of these and 4 cups of water will actually give you some wonderful flavor. So if you don't have a lot going on for food wise, at least you're not going to starve. You'll have a little bit of flavor. But as most of you guys know, when you're making food out in the woods or wherever else, if you're going to use any type of meat, bouillon, I tell you what, that's actually vegetable flavored bouillon, so it always gives your broth a really nice flavor. Oops. Alright, so this is going to be one of my big go-to kits, okay, that I apparently can't get the lid on. Never had that much problem before. There. Alright, so this is one of my go-to kits. Got a really good deal on it. Can't beat it. Alright, now, another kit that I use quite a bit. Okay? This, my hillbilly pot. Okay? I love the way that it looks when it's been used, but this is when I cook for my whole family. Alright guys, I've got the Walmart grease cup. This is not the GSI glacier cup, okay? This is the Walmart camp cup. Half the price. Seriously, half the price. I paid $4 for it. It's done its job. It nests right on the bottom of the Stanley pot, or the Stanley Adventure kit. And another really cool thing, I believe I may have showed you guys this before. If I don't want to take this kit, I just want to use this cup. How awesome is that? The lids match. So, it's because of the step down on here, but they're the same size. It's really cool. Okay, so you guys have seen my videos on this before. I'm not gonna go too in depth on this one, just because you've seen me use it. And if you haven't and you're seeing this for the first time, go back through my channels, okay? And check it out. If you're new to backpacking, that is one of the best affordable kits to go. Now, another kit that I really like is this one over here. Let me zoom in on it. You see that? That is the 14 centimeter zebra billy can. Really, really good piece of gear. But since I'm only going to use my main 3, I've got 2 down. One more is going to be my go-to. I've told you guys this a million times. This is one of my go-to kits. I love this. Love this, love this, love this kit. I keep my fuel in here. GSI Minimalist. Okay, when you're using it to cook, you don't keep it in the insulator, but like that. And when you're ready, this has a magnet, sticks right onto that bad boy. But now here comes my dilemma. All right, now I have this Optimus Crux. Okay, I really love this thing. I've had no problem with it at all. It is really a fantastic piece of gear. Okay, however, my son, who uses that right there, zebra billy pot. This is his kit. His isopropyl stove is this from E-Tech City. So, in comparison, this has a piezo, this one doesn't, this does. You do small pans, right here, larger pans, like that, okay? This one, small pans, large pans, obviously. This one's just, it doesn't switch. But here's the kicker. Get a better angle. I bought this one right here. Once again, the Optimus Crux. I bought this over a year ago. $50. I bought this for my son at Christmas time. $9. What's the huge difference between them? Obviously manufacturers, but tell you what we're going to do. Let's do a little bit of a boil test. Let me get some stuff gathered together and let's do this. Alright guys, well, I've got the 2 stoves. The Optimus Crux and the E-Tech City with the built-in piezo. Backpacking stove is what they call it. Ultra lightweight backpacking stove, actually. I've got my phone here, and I'm going to get the timer ready. I'm going to go ahead and start these up. I got 2 minimalists here. Like I said, I like this kit. Filled with 1 cup of water each. So let's get these bad boys going, and we'll see what happens. Gently turn the Optimus crux down a little bit. Alright. I'm going to turn them both up 1. There we go. Here we go. Now, the reason why I have them both up as high, there we go, is because this is halfway point for both of these stoves. It's a fair comparison. Like I said, they both have 1 cup of water apiece, so timer is going. I'm not going to bore you guys with the whole details, so I'll bring you back when it's just about done. Alright? Well, I tell you what, right now I just looked inside the lid here, and I got bubbles started on both of them. Now the bubbles on this one here, for the E-Tech City, they're actually a little more obviously in the center, but you can see how the flames are spilling around it. Maybe you can't. And on the Optimus Crux, they're more wide over the whole stove, so the bubbles that are actually formed in here are more dispersed. So, but not a boil yet. We'll be back. We're at 3 minutes. Okay. The Optimus Crux at 328 started a nice rolling boil. This one is just about there. I'm going to keep the timer going though, so we can see what happens. Well, I think it's actually fair to say this. I'm pretty sure that in a head-to-head competition, they both performed, I'm going to say equally, because what I did not realize was that this one right here ran out of fuel. It had just enough blue flame down there, but as you can see, it ran out of fuel. So, alright guys, so that was my boil test on the stove that I normally use versus my son's stove. And the reason why I did that is because my friend, Outdoor Wanderer Jason Kubzik, uses the Imusa or Walmart grease pot to cook all of his foods, and he cooks for a lot of people. But he doesn't do really any, solo cooking for himself, and when he does, he uses the big pot. So, Jason, I'm going to send you the stove, but you gotta get your own fuel bottle. I'm not just going to send you the stove, okay, brand new one. I'm also going to send you a GSI Minimalist to cook it in. So, when you are able to, come and get it. Alright? And also, Bob808Knight, I have so many cook kits and so many different variations of how I use them, and I guess that's cool because I have so many options. I use my minimalist. I use the Coleman kit a lot right now, and I use my little Tokes 450 milliliter cup. So yeah, I have so much to name that right now I guess my main pot that I'm using, since I've been cooking on a lot of open fires, would be my Coleman Max kit. But I use this puppy right here 6 days out of the week when I'm making my tea at work or if I'm doing tea with coffee. So yeah, I don't think I really have a main cook kit right now. They're all my go-to kits for the most part, and I like all of them, and I'll probably continue to have more cook kits because I'm addicted to gear like that. And boy, thanks for watching, guys.